Okay, I just wanted to show the my little farm for the town rather for the week of July 20th through 25th. I'm working with my daughter. We have like a little neighbor thing set up, and I am sending over some wheat to her, and I'll show you her setup. What we do is one week she helps me, and the next week I help her. That way we both have a better chance to be in the top 100. Right now, I am number 58 in the rankings. That might change once people figure out what they're going to do, and I may actually change up my town. This is not working as well as I would like. I'm selling grapes and also uniforms, and it costs from where I am. It costs me 5 gasoline per sale. That's the closest that I can do, and of course, grapes, they nerfed them this week. So for a barge of grapes, it's only 287,000, whereas before it was 410,000. But uniforms is pretty good. I get 3 million, over 3 million, almost 3.5 million for selling 100 uniforms. Of course, unfortunately, it takes a long time to be able to sell the uniforms. Um, I did the calculation, and I want to say it's worse than blue steel. It's probably blue steel you can do in about 2 hours or less, a little bit less. But the uniforms I think are taking me longer than 2 hours, probably 2.5. But I don't remember for sure. I'd have to redo the calculation. Um, so this is what I've got. I've got 2 lumber mills, and the wood production, I don't have it worked out just perfect right at the moment. But I've got, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me see, 2. I thought I had an even number. Got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I've got 12 uniform factories going. One forklift operator, you can see him moving around now. He's going to get energy. I left my wind turbine going. I'm going to go ahead and shut that off. And these are the uniform factory workers in the orange skirts. I've got 4 oil pumps going to keep up with the gas demand, which is not that bad. She's carrying cotton. Over here, I am growing cotton. This is my tree area, and the fact that I can grow along the sides of it is just sort of a benefit. But I've got my wheat growing and my cotton growing on the sides here. And if you're wondering why I'm growing wheat when there's obviously no use for it on this page, that's what I'm doing here is I'm sending the wheat over to my daughter, who is growing the sheep. And I'm also sending the um, wool yarn and the cotton yarn, and she's actually making the uniforms and sending them back. All I'm doing here is making cotton and wool yarn. That one's wool. And you've got to have storehouse for wool. So when it gets sent over um, from the other, um, from her account, then I do it that way. Now, what you could do is set up this area to create wool. To create wool, you could put some sheep pins along the bottom. The reason why I've got this marked out like this is because these have an effect of 3 spaces, so 1, 2, 3. I could plant grapes and let them be yellow or red or whatever, but I, I don't typically like to do that. And this is not affected by the pier, and the pier is not affected by that, so that's why that's there. And these only need 2, so you see all these grapes are green growing. And besides that, the farmers can use this to get back to the back row a little bit faster. I've got 7 silos. Let me see. No, I deleted one. I've got 6 silos, which should be fine. I have a script running to sell the grapes. So once I get to 100, I should be selling. The wheat, I pick it and send it over. I've got, let's see, how many of these guys? I've got about 6 or so guys sending wheat over. And I've got, I don't remember how many farmers. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 farmers, and 7 loggers to keep up with the wood demand. What works well is if you can set up your, you have to have at least 3 pines on each side for this to work, where all the trees in the center can get watered passively. But you can keep going. You can see I've got 4, and that is 100% able to keep up with the demand that I have for going to, after he makes this, I'm going to go ahead and stop. I don't want to run out of wood. Sometimes if you run 2 lumber mills, you can run out. Oh, they've made a change in the game. I don't know if you noticed that guy that's running the lumber mill there. You see how he's got a red little thing on his head? If you like, if I click on this, then you can see the woman who works there, and so you can tell them apart. There have been times when I was like, well, I want to delete this builder, but I don't know if he's carrying anything or if he's one of these ones that are just, carrying something like wood or energy that I really don't care if it gets destroyed. So this is a really cool thing, I think. Let's see if we can find that farmer. This farmer, I clicked on his house. It's showing me Hey, this is the one. He's collecting grapes. He's doing a good job. So anyway, that's something that I've just noticed. I'm not saying that they just did it on this update when they nerfed some of the other stuff, but I've just noticed it. And I think it's great. I've been thinking that it would be nice if they had that sort of feature. So I am going to pause the video and show you what my daughter's account looks like. Okay, I'm back. Now this is um, her setup, and like I said, she is doing this week. She is kind of supporting me in what I'm doing. So she is growing and selling grapes. I think I showed you what rank I was. She's only 270. Okay. So she's not very high in the ranking, but um, that's okay. So here, what I don't know if you know, but you can get this spot next to the row next to the river is 5, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's also true of this river, though. So we can add those together. So this one is 5 and 5, 5 and 4 on both of these, 5 and 3, or actually in the middle. I'm sorry, that's 4 and 4. And then let's see, this was 5 and 3, and then 5 and 2, and this one is 3 and 4, 3 and 4, and 5 and 2. So I can grow trees without any additional water if I have this type set up. It's really convenient. So that's what I've got going down here. The only thing is the way she's got this set up is her. She did kind of the same thing as me, is keep this stuff back in the corner so you can build out, and then your other stuff won't be affected by it. But she is running this lumber mill is not very efficient because these little jokers have to run. So really, she hasn't been running it too much. I've been sending her some lumber for this build out. Okay, so she's got one forklift driver as well as I do. I don't know if you noticed, but oh wait, that's the lumber mill. No wonder. Okay, there it is. I clicked on that and I didn't see the thing over his head, so I thought something was messed up with the forklifts. Okay, so she is sending me uniforms and wool. So she sends me wool, I send her back wool thread. Okay, so she is doing grapes to stay afloat, but she is helping me in this sheep. This wool production has turned into a huge job. Okay, so what she's got is let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 ranchers on or ATVs, but they're ranchers on ATVs. So these guys are pretty good in some ways and then terrible in others. When they take and the pollution effect from this freight pier does affect. This is like extremely, so freight piers go for 3. So that is slowing that down production wise, but still slow is better than nothing there. Okay, so it is extremely inefficient when one of these needs wood. Sorry, I have paused the filming just for a second because I needed a drink of water. But when one of these guys needs a wood, like you'll see in just a second, these two are almost done processing. The and you can also tell the livestock with that same thing. Let me show you. That'll disappear in a second. And see that little thing, you can see all the sheep that belong in this pen. Anyway, I think that's really cool. You see how they're all bringing wood to these two sheep. It's like, that's ridiculous. That's like wasting a ton of time. Because you can't see how many there are exactly, but it's like every single one of them it was trying to bring wood when they could be getting the wheat and feeding the sheep. I think that the wheat has slowed down because I'm on my daughter's account, therefore my account is not sending over wheat, and that's unfortunate. I would like you to see this in better glory. We can remove that, potentially put another. She doesn't care if I do this. I think that's okay. I don't want to mess it up too much. But so that's what we've got going here. So just thought you guys might like to see an alternative to the silica method. This was making uniforms, and it is not as easy as it seems. So thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in game maybe.